The past was, in many ways, a whole lot better than it is now. I mean, why else do you hear people talking about the good old days and not the bad new days? Let me give you some examples. The term gay used to be a very positive word. It meant cheerful, happy-go-lucky, and it was used in many different ways, in many different classic stories. And yet nowadays you people have twisted it. You've perverted it. You've given it a negative connotation. The term faggot actually means a bundle of sticks. You should really stop doing this. I don't understand why, so many people have to pervert things and twist things around. And you do that for many different things. I mean, we are taught, for example, the term excuse me. We are supposed to say it when someone is standing in the way and we need to get through. Now, this person is standing in the way. He's very rude, and he's also probably chit-chatting, like in a store. He may have his cart sit in the middle of the store, in the middle of the aisle, and he's like right over here taking up literally more than half of the entire aisle. Just because he's here taking up this space and his cart's here taking up that space. That's not right, people, okay? We should not have to say excuse me just because somebody is rude enough to stand in the way, and take up so much space. Okay? It is courtesy to take your cart and move it to the same side that you were on. Alright, so you take up the least amount of space. You put your cart as out of the way as possible so that others don't have to worry about that. Your actions cause them problems. And I've actually seen some people say excuse me, but I've also seen people not even bother with it and simply actually make more effort going all the way around just to get around one person. When I shop, I'd put my cart on the same aisle side as I am. Okay, so it's taking up just that much space. Yes, it's still in the way of, a little product that someone may be going to, but it's as out of the way as possible I can make it. And I'm always conscious of, other people being around me. That's another key thing. Be aware that others are around you. Stop being in your own little world. I'm always aware of other people, so I'm always having my eye on my cart. I see somebody needs to get there, I'm there moving my cart before they actually are really right there, I get my cart out of the way. And we're taught to say excuse me because it's polite. But in reality, the term excuse me means it is something that you say when you have done something wrong and you feel bad about it. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Johnson, I didn't see you there. It is the right thing. It's the right definition. And yet we're being taught something completely different. And now, yes, when we're taught, it's polite to something, we say it automatically. We don't have any emotion to it whatsoever. You look at other people who say excuse me or thank you or whatever. You see how quickly they say it. There's no thought put into it. There's no real emotion in it. When you say thank you, you're not really grateful. When you say excuse me, you're really not actually, feeling bad about it. It used to be people said these things because they really meant it. I mean, it hurts me to see such things. To know what the past was like, to know what the present is like, and to know what the future will be. Because I know the future is a chain reaction. It is based on your actions, your thoughts, your deeds, your words. It is a chain reaction. Your actions lead to others. And And the negative way people are going now, the future is just going to get worse and worse unless we change things. When I open a door for a person, I don't expect anything in return, because it is not right to do so. I open a door out of the kindness of my heart. And when you do it that way, that means you don't expect anything in return. But I have had people open the door for me, and I don't say thank you, and they get on my case. They literally get pissed off, because I simply didn't say 2 little words. They expected me to. They pretty much demanded it. If you open the door for someone, or do something out of the kindness of your heart, you do not expect anything in return, even something as simple as a thank you. If you expect even a thank you, you are doing it for a reward, nothing more, nothing less. And again, everything I say out there is the truth. Everything I say is the truth. All you have to do is go out and look. I'm giving you plenty of examples to show you that what I'm saying is the truth. And examine yourself. That is the most important thing we can do today. We must examine ourselves. We must be willing to literally go deep within ourselves, to really examine ourselves, to face the negative things that are within ourselves. We must be willing to look at ourselves and see, yes, I'm doing this wrong. This is wrong. I should change this. I should change that. We need to do the right thing, people. We need to do the right thing by others. We need to do the right thing by ourselves, by our children, by our future. There are so many things that we need to change about ourselves. And it's funny because a lot of you people just don't see it, despite the fact that you've got tons of examples literally staring you right in the face. Now, I always go by a simple, policy, rule, or whatever. Don't do what you don't like done to you. Treat others as you want to be treated. Oh, and that's another thing. The term, the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. Excuse me, I got an itch on my foot. You got bed bugs here. The golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. Everybody seems to define that as being kind to others. That's not what it means. You're only giving half the definition. Take the words, treat others as you want to be treated. This means, and this is the truth, if you treat someone kind, that shows that it is how you want to be treated. But if you treat someone bad, well, that must be the way you want to be treated. If you treat others bad, that's clearly showing you want to be treated bad. That's the whole definition. It's not just the definition, it's the truth of it. I mean, it's a straightforward thing. So anytime you treat someone bad, expect them to treat you bad, because that's what you want. If you want someone to treat you good, you treat them good. If you want compassion, you give compassion. If you want caring, kindness, consideration, courtesy, do it. Give it. Because you get it. It is all so simple. We used to be taught, very well. But nowadays we're not. And it's very sad. And oftentimes I just want to stay home. Because I'm tired of seeing the hurt. I'm tired of seeing people in pain. I'm tired of seeing people hurting each other. I'm tired of seeing the discourtesy, the lack of compassion. And yet I'm seeing people who expect that from others without giving it in return. Doing the right thing should be automatic. But it's not. Humanity is a disease. It's a virus. It's something that doesn't belong on this planet. But it can be if you change. And it's always possible to change, no matter how bad things get. You can change. All you have to do is make a choice, make a decision, work at it. Strive to be a better person, to examine yourself, to examine your faults, and really seriously take a look at them. And if someone tells you that, you're rude or, you've got some, a fault, don't just get angry at them. Examine it. Why would they say it if it wasn't true? Why, or if it wasn't, if it wasn't there, why would they say it? They're not just probably making it up. They see something. Maybe they're right. Look at yourself. Examine yourself. Do the right thing.